Welcome back. As Madison ushers in one of its most diverse city councils in history after this latest spring election, the council has also elected a new face to lead them. Jael Currie is just the second Black woman to hold the title, and she joins me now. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks, Naomi. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So you've served on the council now for 2 years.
Yes.
You're coming off of vice president. What do you think the biggest lesson that you've learned?
It's a lesson that I've already felt, but I think it just got confirmed of collaboration means a lot. And, you know, everyone on the council are respective leaders in their own district and within the city. And by collaborating together, we can get more done.
Absolutely. What do you think your approach is in serving as a city council president? Are you following in anyone's footsteps? Are you carving your own path?
Definitely carving my own path. I mean, in your intro, stating that I'm the second Black woman to be in this role is big shoes to fill in itself, and exciting, of paving a path, hopefully for some other young Black woman or Black woman to come behind me to make a better Madison than we inherited. And so collaboration is key to me, and relationships. And so I strive to be a collaborative leader. I think one of the lessons learned is you can plan and you can have a list of all the things you want to do, but obviously as your district or as the city moves towards different initiatives, you often have to adapt. And I think collaboration is very key there, especially for me if I'm focusing on homelessness and housing issues and an environmental policy or project comes up. I'll need to lean in on others because that's not necessarily my policy area of strength or expertise.
Where do you think the council's biggest failure of collaboration has been in the last 2 years?
Biggest failure? I mean, it's hard to say because I haven't been tracking the Common Council for a long time, but a challenge, I would rephrase, is the COVID pandemic. And now in my second term, I am experiencing the council, I think, as tradition. So we were able to meet in person. We had our welcome brunch. We were sworn in chambers. We actually got a picture on our first day together of all 20 of us. And so I think a challenge was navigating how to continue engaging, how to get the messaging out, recognizing that being in a virtual world made it more convenient for the public to attend and be in tune with what we were doing. But it did create an additional challenge, I think, to creating those relationships that naturally move into collaboration.
How aligned are you with Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway in terms of goals, priorities, and how do you see that relationship influencing how you lead the council?
Well, it's very important. Obviously, the mayor chairs the council, and all the policy that she would propose or her office has to be approved by the council as well. So it is a working relationship. There are things that we agree on, and there's things that we don't agree on. And again, I'm probably going to say relationship so many times within this, but I think having that solid working relationship that I feel we have will allow us to, again, kind of ebb and flow off of each other where we agree or don't agree, but also to tap into our network. So we have the mayor's team and deputy mayors, and then there's 19 other council members in addition to me.
Absolutely. So thinking about, specific policies, whether talking housing, whether talking transit, if you could be remembered for one initiative on the council, looking at, practical city policies, what would that be?
Well, right now I have a very targeted focus on the development of affordable housing, but not just the development, but making sure that in the approval process or the process going before all the boards, commissions, and committees, that developers, but particularly those who aren't based in Madison or aren't familiar with Madison, have the tools and resources to provide a comprehensive development plan that hopefully would avoid some of the issues that we've seen. For instance, I have the Meadowlands apartments in my district, and so looking at ordinance and seeing what we need to revise or change, but also making sure that whoever we are doing business with, they're invested in our community just as much as we are.
Absolutely. Are you aligned with perhaps the majority of council or the mayor on some of those, things like there's been a lot of pushes for housing, whether that's different zoning procedures, also rapid transit. Where do you kind of align, and where do you perhaps differ from council and from the mayor?
Well, I was a proponent and I'm a supporter of the BRT and the transit network redesign. I know that it's not here yet, so there are probably challenges and things that we will find out once it gets up and running. But in terms of housing, we often hear, or it's described to us, that we have a housing crisis. We do have a housing crisis, and we need to keep up stock with our growing city. But I think more of the key is affordability as we look towards the average median income. We're among the highest. Rent rates are among the highest, or had the highest raise within the nation. And so if we don't focus on things that could lead to, let's say, evictions or foreclosure or losing your home, such as generational poverty or increasing wages to family sustaining so that folks can stay, or they're thriving and not just surviving in their homes. And I think we have these large umbrella policy areas, but again, that's 20 different perspectives that are in place, and we all may have different objectives of how to get there and achieve it.
Thank you so much for joining the show and sharing your goals.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right, we will be right back.